Hi, YouTube. I hope you're doing okay. I did get cut off. I kind of had a feeling I would be, but I'm pretty hyper anyway when I get upset. I'm always happy, but I might be happy to kick somebody's ass if they get up in my face. But I don't see that happening. But, it's just the feeling, the vibe of the day. So I thought I'd do first um, share a song with everybody. This is it, Kenny Loggins, and you'll recognize other voices in the band, and that did become Loggins and Messina, and then he went off on his own. But you'll probably know the song already, but the lyrics um towards Doug, I mean, not that there's no romance. I don't see that ever being a possibility. I'm not even in the romantic state of mind much, and that's my usually the biggest part of my personality. But I've got that shit on hold forever. But so I'm going to share that song and Uh, but I do promote romance in other people's lives, unless you're romancing a demon. In that case, if you go to light a candle, make sure to set the demon on fire as you're doing your job. Set that shit on fire. So that's what this video is actually about. It is a direct to Doug. Shout out, Doug. You are not God. I am not God. We are not all gods. The one almighty, one true God, the word of truth. No, you're not that. No, is neither is anybody else. So, I just thought I'd make that perfectly clear and leave no room for any further exploration on what the laws of God that are written on our heart. That people that do not want to obey those laws that are in our flesh, and we will convict ourselves, it's in there. Whether you numb it with whatever you're doing in your life, you know, just pure ignorance or substances or all the above, whatever. Yeah, fly your freak flag. Do what thou will, because you can't will anyway. So anyway, don't you like that? I think he's a rapper. Will I Am? Yeah, I like that name. you know, I don't know that I know his music. I'm sure I've heard it. And I like some rap. I really loved when hip hop came in. Rock was cool, pop rock was okay, and the acid rock was phenomenal, and heavy metal, all of it. But when pop and hip hop came onto the scene, disco was cool, and I love ballroom dancing. But when hip hop came onto the scene, it's like, dang. And just the perfect music for dance and my attitude. It was just like kind of a snappy situation, no, strong. And I just the dance beat. That's it right there. Like Hammer Time, can't touch this, stuff, whatever. Say what you will, but that was some shit. Perfect for how I was feeling in my life. I was divorcing my kid's dad, and I hadn't seen Doug around before, but hadn't really gotten to know him. But he was studying me. That's a fact. Even back in them days, he'd come and visit. Ironically, when my ex was out partying, he'd get invited to the same party, but come to spend time with me. And I normally we got closer because of my ex, and normally wouldn't even let a stranger in my house when my husband was gone, and everybody around me that had tried knew that. You know, these people don't play with me, but this smooth bastard played in the biggest way possible. You know, and you know it, Doug. And we both know why, don't we? Because I can will and you can't. That's why. And Mrs. Demon, whoever is watching with that Jezebel spirit, you know it's true too. You're stuck. Kiss my. No, don't touch me. Or any of my flesh. So, anyway, that's how I'm feeling. And I thought I'd share a song with you. And I probably got a couple more that I'm going to maybe share on Facebook. Maybe not. Maybe later I will, I think. So if some of you want to join me over there or take things off there and put them on your channels, I never mind. I think that's beautiful. Share away. What's mine is yours, and what's mine, I have enough. And what's yours is yours. You know? Yeah. So I just wanted to make that perfectly clear to somebody that would blaspheme the Almighty and try and run it off like there's something wrong with me, that I'm not understanding something that he newly discovered. And he keeps telling me, long time ago I asked him, if you know something about any of the situation of how I feel about being before, and I know I'm going to be again, but I'm here to help people as a service like this right now, let me know. How do I know your spirit from before? I want to hear it out of you because I already know. Just tell me. So he uses this, and I heard it 2, 3 times last night, and hundreds of times. You always ask me if I had something to tell me, and then you don't want to hear it. So he gets in here trying to talk about what he's doing for other people, or we are, and and what's going on through the day or whatever. And then always gets this sitting on God's throne type of fucking attitude with me. So you could see where I'd get a little hot under the collar, that I'm not wearing, by the way. I'm not on this planet yoked to anybody, you know. He is, though. Him and his demonistic piece of shit. They're in tandem, incubus, succubus. Go to sleep, and one of them freaks, whether you like boys or girls or both, whatever pan follower you are, they'll fuck you. I don't get fucked, see. That's not my style. Nobody, me, ever. If you try it, you'll end up getting fucked. You'd be fucking yourself. Or you'd be a mother. So, in that case, so anyway, some of you understood that. Some of you understood that for different reasons. I hope I can make you smile with my rants, you know. It'd be like if you're chatting, if we're chatting and you're right here. So it'd be no different. So I'll smoke a cigarette and talk to you a little bit more, and then, yeah. So, yeah. People are lucky, man. Seriously, my ex and I used to put on boxing gloves, and I had these little kitty gloves. They were little red ones. They were perfect because they were more like Taekwondo. Um, and yeah, they worked very well. I wouldn't even lace them up. I'd help him lace his. Ask him, he's all good. You buttoned in. Even if mine flew off, it didn't matter. I wouldn't even use my hand then. I just use this part of my arm and push his hand down and as he came and I'd come up and get him or something. And I'm really quick. If I get in on you, I'm going to strike you hard because of my judo. Like 30 hits within just milliseconds, very, very quick. You would be surprised. That's the element of surprise. Or just a really good freaking smack. Even a backhanded with a glove on. If you use the right strength in your body to implement a strike, any part of you, even a finger, should be able to take down a opponent if it's applied in the right spot. And that's a fact. That's some judo shit right there. And yeah, I'm a master. So at least I'm not a master baiter or a master dictator or a tater tot or a manipulator. And I'm putting it on the spot. Tell it, see you later. You might be hot, but you ain't got. God, these people, how can they walk around saying that shit when they know they can't even, they'll be lucky if they get a seed to grow, you know? I'm not saying people aren't talented like that, but they did not make that seed, you know? And they can't ever make a first one. So stop playing God. Stop trying to change and try to make better. What do you really think that blocking out the sun is going to help the environment and make our air more breathable when you refuse to plant more trees and refuse to let people be self-sufficient and keep the world beautiful with all the care we all do? Yeah, right. And who's dirty? Cities are freaking filthy. That's a fact. Disgustingly so in some of them. Yeah, that's true. I should calm down. Poor Dave's out there working under a truck. Doug's out there too. He can listen to me screaming, but Dave don't deserve it. So he's pretty loud too. He might not even be able to hear me. He's working. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm gonna directly um put Doug in the corner like the naughty demon he is and directly tell people in his demonic circle, your back's to the corner. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Listen to the song. It's here. It's about to decide. Well, the main thing is listen to these words, and when you hear them, don't forget them. Make no mistake where you are. So that's a good spot to leave this video. I love you. Peace and love from Pine City, Minnesota, USA. Have a good night or day wherever you're at.